Alright, so we are doing a recording for this new chapter named Simple Machine. So machine, what is machine? Machine is an instrument which makes our work easy. Alright, so something that makes our work easy, we call it as a machine. For example, over here, a bottle opener. Now a bottle opener, it is very difficult for us to open this cork over here, okay, without the opener. However, once we use the opener, it becomes quite easy. The other example would be a lemon squeezer. If you have to squeeze one lemon, it's okay, but if you have to squeeze say around 10 or 20 lemons, in that case it becomes very difficult. All right, and this instrument, it helps us in taking out the lemon juice. So it's a machine, it becomes a machine for us. Similarly, any object, for example spoon or knife, for example this is a 10. Sometimes we use our nails to remove it, but sometimes it is jammed, it is tight. So in that case we use a spoon. Over here you see a butter knife to open the lid. Okay, so it becomes a machine over here. Now, a machine cannot do work by itself. Okay, so no machine can work. So spoon cannot open the lid by itself. You have to lift it, fix it, and then apply a force so that it works. So machine cannot do work by itself. A force has to be applied so that it does a work. For example, in order to open this, we have to apply a force upward. All right. In order to squeeze lemon, we have to press this thing, okay, or apply force inwards. And in order to open this lid, we have to apply force downward. All right. So whatever force we are applying is called as input force or simply effort. Okay. So effort is nothing but the force that we apply on a machine to do our work. Okay. So machine cannot do work by itself. Okay. A force has to apply on it. Okay. This force is called as effort. So whatever force that we are applying is called as effort. So all these arrows you see over here, this will be our effort. Okay. Now once we apply this forces, okay, so once we apply the force on the machine, so we are applying a force on this tool. Okay, for example we are applying force over here. Okay, over here it will be downward direction, right? Okay, so we are applying a force over here. Then this machine, what this machine or this tool is doing, it is applying a force. So over here if you'll see, it has been applying some force over here. Okay, if you are squeezing this lemon, so we are squeezing this arm, okay, of a lemon squeezer, and over here the machine is, what it is doing, this tool is squeezing the lemon and we are getting the juice over here. Similarly, when you are applying a force on a spoon or a knife in a downward direction, this knife, it applies a force in a upward direction. Okay, so this forces over here, that is called as load. So whatever force we apply is called as effort. Whatever force the machine applies because of us applying a force is called as load. Okay, so as a result of input force, so whatever force we are applying on a machine, the machine applies a force at some other point. Okay, so we are applying force over here, it is applying force over here at some other point. Okay, the force applied to do some work, okay, this force is called as load, okay, or output force or load. All right, so understand these terms, it will be used quite often. The another term is mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage is nothing but a ratio of these two forces. So we know the load and the effort. So effort is the force that we apply, load is the force that machine applies once we apply force on it. So when you take a ratio of it, that ratio is called as mechanical advantage. So mechanical advantage, what it tells us the number of times the force has been multiplied. Okay. Now, how much times though? So depending upon the ratio, what you get. So once you divide the load and effort, if you get a value which is 1, that is, it is equal to 1. The ratio is 1 upon 1, so that will be 1. In that case, the machine, it acts as a change in direction. Okay. Okay, if the mechanical advantage is greater than 1, okay, if it is more than 1, it acts as a force multiplier. That means it will multiply the force. It will act as a force multiplier. And if it is less than 1, it acts as a speed multiplier. Now we'll be doing in great details about what exactly this means. Okay, we'll stop this video over now. Bye.